In aviation sales and marketing, everyone is busy, you think? Long sales cycles, limited resources, constant distractions, and the assumption that time spent talking is time not spent doing.
Right. We were all taught in school, stop socializing and do your work, right?
Yes.
So that assumption is exactly what we want to challenge. At ABCI, we host weekly group office hours. They are not lectures, they are not presentations, there is no fixed agenda.
Exactly.
They're driven entirely by what the attendees want to work through that week. People come in with their issues, their problems, their questions, their assumptions, their things that they want to work through.
And over time, we've seen three consistent advantages emerge. First, group office hours dramatically speed up learning in a slow-moving industry. Second, they prevent strategic and tactical drift before it becomes expensive. And third, they give business, easy for me to say, they give busy aviation professionals leverage they simply don't get working alone.
Absolutely.
First point is you learn faster when you don't learn alone.
That is true. Aviation marketing is a long cycle game. Campaigns take time, sales feedback is delayed, results rarely show up immediately. That makes learning painfully slow if you're operating in isolation.
And in our group office hours, you're effectively sitting in a room with other aviation sales and marketing professionals, people facing similar constraints, skilled marketers who see patterns across multiple companies. You get to learn from problems you haven't encountered yet and solutions you didn't have to discover the hard way.
One week it might be someone removing a tactical roadblock. Another week it's feedback on a landing page or a LinkedIn post or a campaign idea. The value isn't the topic, it's about the compressed learning. The other thing about office hours is they stop strategic drift. They stop the drift, both strategic and tactical drift as well.
Most aviation marketing doesn't fail because the original plan was bad. It fails because no one checked the plan again.
Exactly. It's amazing how far you can drift from an original idea without even trying. Group office hours create a weekly checkpoint, not a report out, but a weekly reality check. So you can bring a half-finished idea, you can bring a design that maybe feels off, but you can't really figure out why. You can bring in a tactic that isn't performing or a strategic decision that you haven't had time to think through and get immediate informed feedback from aviation sales and marketing professionals, as well as skilled marketing professionals from our team.
What a concept.
Yeah.
That prevents small misalignments from turning into 6 months of wasted effort. Drift is expensive. Weekly correction is not. The third point is office hours multiply your capability when you're busy.
Absolutely. Here's the reframing that busy people need to hear, and sometimes it's hard to actually believe. Group office hours are not about adding more work. They're about removing the friction.
Yes. For 1 hour a week, you have access to a room full of aviation professionals, multiple perspectives on the same problem or similar problem, experienced marketers who can spot issues in minutes. That's leverage.
Right. It's amazing how when you're close to something, it's so much harder to see, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So sometimes the outcome is tactical, a faster decision, a clearer next step, or a roadblock removed. Sometimes it's strategic, realizing that you're solving the wrong problem entirely. Either way, you leave with clarity instead of more to-do items. So to wrap this up,
here's a little bit of a recap. Group office hours can help you learn faster in a slow-moving industry, prevent strategic and tactical drift, multiply your decision-making power when time is limited.
They work because they're not scripted. They adapt to whatever the attendees need that week, whether that's a tactical fix or a higher level perspective.
Exactly. If you're waiting until you're less busy to attend, you misunderstood the point.
The value isn't in having a perfect question or arriving with the perfect scenario in place. It's having access to collective experience and being able to talk these things through when you need it most.
Show up weekly, use the room, borrow judgment.
Because in aviation sales and marketing, progress doesn't come from doing more. It comes from making better decisions sooner. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Have a great New Year.
Ciao.